What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today we've got the 30th IPL match of the Season 2 review between the Rajasthan Royals and the Kolkata Knight Riders. The Rajasthan Royals get the win by 7 runs. It comes down to the last over of the game, and what a game of cricket this was. This had literally everything you can ask for. Controversy, run-outs, 100 made, a fifer was taken, great fielding. This was arguably the best game we've seen all season. I mean, there was a pretty good game between RCB and, was it against CSK? No, it wasn't. I mean, there's been already 30 matches. You can't remember all of them, but this is definitely up there for match of the season for mine so far. But hey, if you guys are new, subscribe. You like IPL, just subscribe. You like cricket, subscribe. We're going to get straight into it because I need to talk about this game. And where else would we start but the player of the match? The player of the match, Yuzi Chahal, 5 for 40 off 4 overs. Just well done. The man Yuzi takes the first fifer of IPL 2022. Now, if you haven't been following along with my daily reviews for each game, then you wouldn't see. But at the end of my videos, when I go through the table, I go through all the stuff. You know, and I've been saying, like, no one's taken a 5-wicket haul yet. 30 games into the season, and there still was not one fifer. We've got our first fifer, and I said, whoever takes the first 5-wicket haul will become a legend on this channel. Yuzi was already a legend on this channel, so I don't know what more we can do for Yuzi. Maybe I've got to try and find a Rajasthan Royals jersey to buy in honor of the man Yuzi. I mean, I don't know what to do, but player of the match, 5 for 40. Okay, I don't want to say single-handedly won the game because that's not true, but he completely turned this game on his head when he came on, takes 3 wickets, takes a goddamn hat-trick, and finishes with fifer. It's one of the more incredible performances you will see from the man Yuzi. Hey, everyone's just so happy for him. He deserved it. The celebration was awesome. It just makes me happy to see Yuzi doing well. I'm going to shed a tear. No, okay. But hey, let's jump straight into the review. Rajasthan sent in to bat first. And I mean, where else would you start? But at the top of the order, Jos Buttler. Just simply incredible at the moment. This is one of the better, not IPL knocks, one of the better T20 knocks you might ever see. 103 off 61 balls, 9 fours, 5 sixes. He would have loved to stay out there and finish off the game. They probably would have gone on for 240 if he was out there at the end. But, just an incredible knock. And he now has 2 centuries in this season. He is comfortably leading the orange cap. And I don't know if anyone's going to be able to catch him. It's going to be up to Rahul and maybe Livingston. Who else? I mean, we'll go through that stuff at the end of the video. So, hey. All right. I don't know why I keep saying so, hey. I'll edit that out. Devdutt Padikkal. Look, he's just... He gets these little starts so far this season, 24 of 18, 3 fours, 1 6, and they look amazing. It's some of the more better shots you see from any talent across the world. And then he just seems to lose his mind for one shot and goes out. Like this time, it's getting bowled. Narayan is just a superstar bowler still at the age of 54. And bowls Padikkal for 24. I think I really do like this Rajasthan team, and I wouldn't change anything to their top order. I would still leave Padikkal as an opener. I know some people want to see the skipper Samson up to open. I mean, you could even bring Parag up the order to open. I actually don't think that's a bad idea if you do want to bring Padikkal down to number 4 or 5 in a sort of finishing role. But then again, Hetmeyer is more their finisher, but he came in at number 4, so... It's actually... Well, they brought him in as a finisher anyway because he came in after Buttler went out, I think it was. Yeah, I think he did. But whether he came in or not, he was still coming in as a finisher. Sanju Samson, though, 38 off 19, 3 fours, 2 sixes. As soon as Buttler went out, everyone just went out there and said, I'm going for it. I want to go and get my own 100, or I want to go and just have a bit of fun out here. And when someone like Jos Buttler builds this just incredible platform for your team to work on, you have to make it count. You cannot go out there with your, after Buttler goes out and then the next 4 wickets for about only 20, 25 runs. Because then the Rajasthan would have finished around 180s, 190s, and that would have been a good score, but I still don't think it would have been enough on this sort of pitch. So, Buttler, incredible with the bat. There's nothing more to put it. Again, is he my favourite player of all time? Hell fucking no. Am I a big Butler fan? Not really, to be honest. I don't think he's, okay. I'm not going to come at him for a person, but I will just never forget that incident where in that test series against, I think it was the West Indies or was it South Africa? I can't remember, but he was keeping behind the stumps. I think it was the Windies. And I can't remember who was at the crease, but the fielder threw the ball. You all know the incident, and then Butler started like calling him like you're a dickhead, like all this weird shit. And I'm like, Butler, it's not that serious, mate. I'm all for banter and, sledging each other, but when you start insulting people and saying stupid shit and just being a downright asshole, it's hard for me to like you again. But this is a way for the best way to go about it, making hundreds. It's hard to not like someone when they're hitting the ball as clean as him. I mean, he's the best T20 player in the world at the moment. It doesn't matter who you think is. He's comfortably the best T20 opener in the world at this very second. Hopefully maybe in a couple of weeks, maybe Moses Onreeks will get the call up and he'll come in and become the greatest player of all time. But that's okay, we can dream. Shimron Hetmeyer, the finisher himself, 26 off 13, 2 4s, 2 6s. He is just dominating this season. Dinesh Karthik is obviously just in front of him at the moment as the best finisher of this season so far. But Shimron Hetmeyer is right behind DK. And if DK wasn't having this amazing season, Shimron Hetmeyer would be getting praised as this superstar, as this... He's making just as big a contribution to this team as anyone is. Butler is doing his part. Yuzi is taking wickets. But then you get a guy like Parag who doesn't bowl. He comes in at 4, 5 or 6. Sometimes he won't even get a bat. Sometimes he only gets to go out there for 10 to 15 balls. And you're under immediate pressure when you go out there, especially when you're claimed as Hetmeyer to be the finisher, to be the guy who everyone expects you to go out there and put the ball over the rope. He's having a great season. And I know some Daily Capital fans are probably thinking, I wish we held on to him. But you didn't. So you have to let that one go. Riyan Parag, 5 off 3. I mean, yeah, he can bowl a couple overs. He can bat this 5 or 6 roll. But what has Jaiswal got to do to get into this team? Where is Jaiswal? I don't understand why you would have such incredible talent sitting on the bench. Now, I understand he's young. He's got a huge future ahead of him. And, there's nothing wrong with sitting on the bench for a few games and learning and just getting better within yourself. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you've got a guy like Karun Nair and Parag, who are both these part-time bowlers / middle order batsmen who really haven't provided massive things in the last year or two. Like, let's just be brutally honest. I'd rather see a pure batsman like Jaiswal fit himself into this batting lineup. But hey, Rajasthan fans, I actually want you to let me know. Am I being silly? Or why can't Jaiswal play? I know he's a top order batsman, but I still would love to see him play. But that's okay. And also inspirational stuff here at the end from Ashwin. 2 off 2 not out. You love to see that from the big fella. All right, the KKR bowlers. Umesh Yadav, yeah, did not bowl well. None for 44 off 4. Josh Butler just made he is Umesh Yadav's daddy. I mean, seriously, he just said, go fetch, son, every single time. I don't know what goes on with Yadav sometimes. Like, he started this season so well. He's bowling heat. He was bowling line and length. He's getting a bit of nip around the pitch. He's just bowling beautifully in this consistent line and length. Now he's gone back to his old style of, I'm going to bowl half trackers every time, and I'm going to let you put the ball wherever you goddamn want. And that's what he did. I just thought he would learn throughout the game, but he kept bowling the exact same deliveries to Butler. Where is the one place you do not want to bowl the ball to Butler? It's, anywhere around that off stump to middle stump region where it's just going straight and it's, it's not a Yorker, but it's a fuller length delivery. And as soon as it hits the pitch, Butler just picks it up and puts those sort of balls over the rope for fun. And Umesh Yadav literally bowled about 4 of them in a row. And I said, mate, please just change up the variation. Just bowl a slower ball, bowl a bouncer, throw the fucking ball at him if you have to. Just do something that isn't a half-tracking, mid-length delivery that's going to get put for 6. And he didn't bloody learn. No one told him. I didn't see Shreyas Iyer go over to him once and say, could you just not bowl there for once? No one went up to him, and then he got spanked for 44 runs. So, I don't know. Like, maybe Cummins could, like literally someone could have just spoken to him and said, please, stop bowling there. But hey, no one did. Shivar Mavi, 1 for 34 off 4. Good to see him back in the team for Kolkata. Varun Chakravarthi, it's just not going as good as we maybe would have thought this season for Chakravarthi. Had a great year in the UAE last year. Has had some great games under his belt now, but none for 30 off only 2 overs. He only bowled the 2 overs. It was a pretty friendly spinning pitch. You've seen Narayan bowl 4. You've seen Yuzi bowl 4. I think Ashwin bowled 3 or 4 as well. And your prime spinner only bowls 2 overs and goes for 30 runs. It's a little bit concerning, to be honest, but hopefully he can bounce back because he is a very talented spinner. We all know that. The man, Pat Cummins, the Cum Express. Well, this time he's not coming up. That's wrong. I didn't mean to say it like that. You guys, I'm going to edit that out. That was bad. Don't clip that, I swear. But yeah, Pat Cummins, he was not. I was going to say it again. He was. Look, let's just be brutally honest. He bowled really bad. 1 for 50 or 4. He is having a rough season so far with the ball. With the bat in hand, he's had one game where he looked like prime Chris Gale. But other than that, he is just bowling just little turds. I don't know what's going on with him, to be honest. It's not like he's a bad white ball bowler. It's not like he hasn't succeeded on Indian pitches before. Is he carrying an injury? Like, I don't know. Is there something going on behind that we don't know? Because 1 for 50 or 4 is just not acceptable from your strike bowler. And especially every game now, he's been going for 40 runs plus. I don't know if he needs to be used in different positions. Maybe he opens with the ball instead of Yadav. Maybe you give him the ball at the depth a lot more instead of bowling him through the middle overs. I don't know, but they've got to do something with him because he's not bowling well. They need to change up something. Cummins, he's not a guy that has these variations in his trick bag. He's not going to pull out a slower ball. He's not going to pull out a random slow ball off cutter outside off stump. He's just not going to do that. He's going to bowl fast. He's going to bowl consistent. And it's going to be good length with lots of heat on it. He's not doing that. He's bowling 135s, 140s, which is still good pace. But when you've got guys like Umran Malik bowling 150, I think Cummins could maybe step it up just a little. Just step up the heater just a little bit, Mr. Cummo. But other than that, we still love you, Pat. It's okay. Sunil Narayan, he's the Kolkata superstar, isn't he? 2 for 21 or 4. This guy is seriously as good as economy bowling gets. He's as good as spin bowling gets. Look, he doesn't spin the ball as much anymore, but he's more of like a stock bowler now, but he's still a gun. At the age of 72, Sunil Narayan is still a legend, so hey, what can you do? Big Dre Russ bowled 2 overs, 1 for 29 off 2. Look, he's always expensive, but normally he takes a wicket, so that's what's important. 218 for the Kolkata Knight Riders to chase down. Massive total, but it was pretty doable. This was a pitch that was meant to make runs on. And there was plenty of runs made from Butler. But we also get into the Knight Riders. Aaron Finch playing his second game for the franchise. Of course, went out for 0 in the first game. Has come in as a replacement player for not Sam Billings. Wait, is Sam Billings here? No, so I saw Sam Billings on the bench. It's not him. He replaced Jason Roy, I think it was. I can't remember. Oh, no, was Jason Roy with Rajas? I can't remember. Look, I'm trying to think of the player that pulled out from this Kolkata team. Someone let me know in the comments, please. I forgot. But, yeah, Finch came in as a replacement. Bad first game. Second game, his first ball, he hits it to the man closest. And he says, hey, Sunil, get up the other end, son. He sprints. Sunil, run out. So he gets run out for a diamond duck to Sunil Narayan. Not a gold duck. A diamond duck. Not a first ball. Not even a first ball duck. He literally did not face one goddamn delivery and was walking back to the sheds. I don't know if Narayan said, look, there's not enough, gel in my mohawk. I need to get back to the change rooms and fix this bad boy up. I've got a date later. And Finchy said, no worries, mate. I've got you. I'll run you out. And they did exactly that. Finchy said, fuck this. You're getting up the other end. And he did not get up the other end. That's as nicely as I can put it. Speaking of Aaron Finch, though, 58 off 28, 9 fours. A few of those were some edges, so we get a little bit lucky. But 2 sixes, strike rate of 207. This isn't 2011 anymore. Finchy, what's going on? He's turning back the clock or something. This is incredible from Big Finchy. So he probably keeps his spot in the top of the order. But you just cannot be running out their franchise player of Sunil Narayan literally ever again. If you do that again, Finchy, I literally don't think we will see you play another game for Kolkata ever again. So whatever you do, please just don't run anyone else out because I want to see you play and I want to see you do well. So, yeah, next time, maybe just say no run. No run. No run, Finchy. Get that. Just lock that away. Hey, the skipper, though, Shreyas Iyer, 85 or 51, 7 4s, 4 6s, almost won his team the game. It would have been a very, very special ton. It would have been a special knock. It would have been a special game-winning knock for the new skipper of the Kolkata Knight Riders. But unfortunately, falls away just 15 runs short. A really, really good knock. Just a great knock. And other than him and Finch, really the only two people that provided anything with the bat at all. If Kolkata literally just had one or two extra players that chimed in with a quick 20 runs, they would have won the game easily. So they honestly let one slip, in my opinion. But can you really let it slip when you have a guy like Yuzi Chahal bowling at you? I mean, just look at the importance of the wickets that he took. Alright, my microphone just cut out for a second. So if you've seen that little, spicy edit, you know what happened. But where was I at? I was on Shreyas Iyer, I think. Well, I was saying, look, if he got that ton, they would have won the game. Nitish Rana gone for 18 off 11. Big Dre Russ going for a golden duck. I mean, they just need something out of you, big fella. They literally just needed a combined of maybe 20 runs between this entire middle order, and they got 14. So that's just great. If you're a Kolkata fan, I would be very, very pissed off with my middle order. Dre Russ, mate, you are a superstar. You are one of the greatest hitters this game has ever seen. But a golden duck, my friend? It was a great ball from Ashwin. It was a beautiful delivery. But you're the big fella, mate. Get your body behind it and send that ball to fucking Madagascar. Come on, Dre. Venkatesh Iyer, he just can't find any form. He's batting down the order. I don't like it. I like him up the order. They kind of switched him and Narayan around. But yeah, no, definitely get Venki back up the order. He hasn't had a great start, but he's a gun. And he will be a gun. He also is barely bowling either. He did not bowl one over. No, he didn't. That's kind of disappointing, to be honest. But, hey, I'm not going to argue with anyone. Sheldon Jackson going for 8. Again, they get nothing out of their bottom order. Shavan Marvi going for a golden duck. Cummins going for a golden duck. Chahal had a hat-trick. It's just incredible. Umesh Yadav with some late hitting. Almost gave the Royals a scare. A late scare it would have been. One of the more incredible wins out of nowhere. 21 off 9, 1 4, 2 6, a strike rate of 233. But the man Obed McCoy got the job done in the last over on his IPL debut. And Varun Chakravarti, well, you can forget about his bowling because he provides everything with the bat. 1 off 1. 1 off 1, and he almost wins the game. Well done, Varun. Almost, mate. All right. Let's go through the fall of wickets because we do, you have to look at where Chahal took his wickets. Just in this middle order, Kolkata were on track to chase this down. 148 for 3, 149 for 4, and it just around here, it just crumbled. You can see it here. He won the game for him, essentially. Trent Bolt, none for 48 off 4, very expensive. Prasid Krishna, 1 for 43 off 4, expensive, but the wicket's important. Obed McCoy on his IPL debut for the Royals, and I think ever, maybe, but 2 for 41 off 3.4. He bowls the last over and he gets the win for the Royals with the ball in hand. So really clutch stuff. Yes, he was bowling to some, tail enders, but Umesh Yadav can still hit a long ball. Varun Chakravarti can hit a long ball if needed as well. Well, maybe not. He's a small fella, but Umesh Yadav can definitely hit you over the boundary. So it was clutch stuff from the big fella Obed McCoy. Is there any chance we can switch Obed McCoy with Odin Smith? Is that possible? I also want to go on to Obed McCoy's statistics for a moment. So if you're not interested, that's okay. You can go ahead and skip through. But I really do want to have a look at just what this guy's about. Obviously, I've heard his name for the last couple years. Obviously, a big Windies fella. He's 25. He's played 2 ODIs. He's taken 4 wickets. Okay. 13 internationals. 4 for 22. He's got 2 forfers. 19 wickets. Okay. This guy, he's not bad. List A, T20s. This is his entire T20 career. Hey, batting and fielding. Let's have a gaze. Where's his runs? Has he got 100 in any format? No. He never has scored a 50 either. Really? Well, I guess he is a fast bowler. It's not like he's an all-rounder, really, at all. I mean, most Windies players are like big hitters naturally of the ball, which he actually is, but he's not a guy that you probably want to come in and try and win you the match with 36 off 6 balls. All right, Obed, you've had your time in the sun. Now it's time for me to move on and get this review done. Sorry about that, Obed, but you bowled really well. Ashwin, 1 for 38 off 4. Takes the wicket of Dre Russ for a golden duck. That's a match-winning wicket. And Yuzi Chahal, we've already spoken about it, but man of the match, 5 for 40 off 4. He is leading the orange. He's leading the purple cap, and they have both of the caps now at Rajasthan. It's scary. They have just an incredible bowling attack. Yuzi is on, is this career best form for Yuzi Chahal? This has to be, right? It's just mind-blowing stuff, how much he's adapted his game. You think about when he was dropped for a few years and wasn't included in literally any squads, and now he comes back and does this. You love to see it. You really do love to see it. I know everyone out there that's watching would be a Yuzi fan, so hey, it makes us happy. It makes us smile. That's what we want. Into the table. The Titans are in first, of course. Still a game ahead. Rajasthan in second, LSG in third, RCB in fourth, so they're going ahead nicely. SRH in fifth, which is just wild, but they are winning, and they've won 4 in a row, so well done to them. Kolkata in sixth, Punjab in seventh. I don't know. If we don't make the playoffs, I will probably just cry. I'm not even kidding. We better make the playoffs. DC in 8th. CSK, of course, in 9th with 1 and 5. And look, I don't need to tell you guys this, but the Mumbai Indians, they're last. And they're 0 and 6. So, I mean, every time I see that, I literally still can't believe it. But hey, I guess that's how the IPL works. Into the orange cap, you've got Josh Butler. I mean, you might as well just give it to him now. He's already won. 375 runs in 6 games, an average of 75. He is officially 139 runs ahead. Someone tell me if I've done that math right. If I have, I'll be proud of myself. But if I haven't, then that's no surprise. Shreyas Iyer in second. Rahul just 1 run behind him. Pandya just a few behind him in fourth. And Dubé just a few behind him in fifth. Butler, if he keeps his form up, he might even go on and score 800, 900 runs and break the run record. I mean, would you be surprised? Probably not. If he scores another century from here, you can absolutely lock him in for it. All right, the purple cap, no surprise. Yuzi Chahal is 5 wickets ahead of second, Natarajan with 12. Khan, Yadav and Hasaranga equal third each on 11. So very close, but Chahal now has broken free for the lead. We have a look at the high scores. Butler's got 2 of them. Best bowling figures. The man Yuzi takes the first fifer of the comp. You love to see it. But hey, all right. I think that will cap it off. That is the review done for today. Rajasthan, they get a massive win. A huge, huge win. Great game of cricket. Just an incredible game of cricket. Chahal's a beast. Butler's good. Butler's all right, I guess. Cummins needs to learn how to bowl better. Finch, you played well. Don't ever run out in a run again. And that's how I believe it. And Rajasthan, I know you won. But please just get Jaiswal in the team. I need to see him play. And I think most Rajasthan fans would love to see him play over a guy like Parag. Is that a bad statement? Or is that... Can everyone agree that everyone would much rather watch Jaiswal at 5 than Parag or Karun there? That's just my opinion, but... Let me know what you guys think. But hey, what game is tonight? We've got LSG, RCB. I mean, yeah, obviously great game. And then DC, Punjab, MIC. I mean, we've got great game. It's the IPL, man. It's the best competition in the world. But hey, that will cap it off, guys. Congratulations to the Rajasthan fans. And hey, hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next one.